Welcome to the Shielded Prepper. Today's another day on the property where we're thinking about things that we can do to get ahead of what's coming. I have a bit of a life hack. If you'll hang on with me, I'll explain it to you. Yet right behind me, this is my brother's. This is his flatbed, and it's full of farm equipment, old building materials, old steel file cabinets. There's an old safe that I don't have a combination for anymore. There's trunks. I have some sports memorabilia, and I'm taking it all to the auction. I would encourage you right now, if you too have a plethora of things that you would like to see out of your home, now's the time to start looking at getting rid of it. People still have discretionary income. I know the jobs report came out and it's the lowest percentage of unemployment in like 52 years or some bull crap like that. And we all know that it's becoming more and more difficult to manage our lives month to month right now, regardless of what the media is telling us. Here's how we do it. We have to ensure that we're going through our homes and we're top grading, getting rid of things that we don't use or never will use that are just creating clutter in our homes that have value, and getting rid of them. I'm not selling my tractor. That's a valuable tool to have. All this to say, it's important for us to be looking for new and creative ways to bring in new income with old income. Money that we've wasted, squandered, me too, and bringing it back in to the home. So if you too have a lot of stuff around the property, you would be surprised at what people will pay for your old things. So if you don't require them, give someone else an opportunity to be able to own those that may bless them. So today we're going to the auction. I'm going to have some video from the auction. I have no idea what we're going to get, and I'll circle back with this one and we'll talk about how we did. I have some good stuff on there. Some antiques, like I said, sports memorabilia, farm equipment, steel. Steel sells real well. And I know Chris Taylor at Financial Prepper probably wouldn't sell his steel because he loves to weld. Yet, it's cluttering up my life, so I'm getting rid of it. Secondly, I thought this was interesting. This is a food article. And in my past life, really not that far back, 2017, before all this happened when things were normal, I was the VP of sales for a dairy innovation company that was looking for ways to improve the shelf life of dairy, the nutrient profile of dairy, and to improve dairy for those that are highly or slightly sensitive to lactose. It was a dairy innovation company. We used cold, high water pressure to pasteurize the dairy products rather than really high heat for a long duration of time that kills everything, the bad stuff and the good stuff. Yet, smart Alec, it's my brother. This right here, you guys like salmon? Get ready. Vegetable salmon. There's all sorts of new innovations in the food industry, and one of them really bothers me. It is a 100% plant-based salmon. And according to this article, and I'll post it, this was on TechCrunch.com. This is the first company to produce plant-based fish that tastes, flakes, and looks like wild salmon. This is a Canadian-based company. They have had 10 venture capital firms invest in them and the Canadian government. So these companies are preparing for forcing you to purchase plant-based Play-Doh, and it's really interesting how they call it. They call it muscle fiber and scaffolding technology. It's a whole fillet of muscle fiber and scaffolding technology made with plant gum. It looks like Play-Doh and they extrude it. It probably tastes great, it probably looks great, probably smells great. And at the same time, it's Play-Doh. So let's head to the auction. I just had to remind you, if you desire to see it, techcrunch.com. It's called New School Foods. A filet that looks, tastes, and flakes like fish. And it's actually plants. Let's go to the auction and get rid of this stuff. Funny morning. I got my morning beard. I haven't named it yet. Today's been a wake up and go right away. So hey, I'm holding my camera obviously, and I have a great story. We're here at the auction. They got some really cool stuff. Every time I come here, I've just got to shake my head and walk away because there's people selling some really neat stuff. So I'm excited to take advantage of that in the future. Yet right now, stuff is selling for top dollar. It's really interesting to see what you can get here. Anyway, they sell vehicles and pallets of lumber and just a menagerie of personal items and tools galore. So there's a cool little side hustle built into these auctions if you know how to leverage it. Well, on our way over today, we got pulled over, which was kind of an interesting experience. We have this flatbed all filled up, and one of the pallets was rubbing on the tire and creating some blue smoke or normal smoke. And the officers pulled us over, checked us out. They were super cool. And I told my brother, I said, why do I feel so nervous? And he says, because you're no longer in control. That's what we should be thinking about. Can you imagine if in the future materials and supplies are going to be so valuable that if you don't have them, you're not in control. Someone else is, and you're going to have to work for those things. So not out of fear, rather out of preparedness, look for things to purchase that would be necessary to own now. If you owned them now are going to help you in the future, and get those things. Get your home protected. Shield your home. Get your shield covering your family, covering your household. And at the same time, make good selling decisions right now and hustle. Find little ways to earn money on the side. It's valuable. Put it into silver. That's what I'm doing. I think this haul, I might make $1,000. After I pay the auction and all that stuff, I might make $1,000. And it's going into silver. Yet at the same time, it's just me hedging with a little cash for the future, if it's required. So find new ways. Appreciate you guys being awesome. Well, I just got back from the auction about an hour or so ago. Whoa, sorry, I'm holding this here. Just got back from the auction about an hour or so ago, and it was awesome. I'm super excited to watch this one. I think the stuff that I dropped off potentially could do really well. We'll see. I had a great conversation with the attendant at this auction, and he's saying that there is a significant increase in people looking to buy tools and equipment right now. That equipment that's specialty or trade related is doing really well. The things that are not doing so hot are toys, furniture, real specialty, custom things like, I don't know, different stuff. They have all sorts of stuff. Anyway, he's saying right now trade items are doing really well. So if you have any trade items that you'd like to sell, find your local auctions. It's super easy. Obviously, they charge a percentage. I think ours is either 25 or 35%. I can't remember. I think it's 25. And it might be the way to go for you. So right now, a little life hack, a little side hustle. Get rid of some stuff that you'll never use. Get rid of it. God bless you.